So welcome everybody. Welcome to, as I said, a beautiful opportunity to tap into the soul and spiritual sciences around what it means to connect with the soul's calling, the higher dimensions, the celestial realm. And in this day and age, more than ever, these practical leading edge skills are going to be paramount, because you will not find any gurus outside of you. You will not even find a guru in me. You will find a G-U-R-U within you. And that is one of the intentions that I always imbue and bring forth. And as my higher self called, I feel it's time to open some space. So if you will, join me now in dropping in and allowing me to start the process by opening some sacred space with an invocation, a blessing if it were, and if you'd like to join me. As always, I appreciate everybody that's here. Let's take a moment to feel what is present. Wherever you're at around the world joining me, welcome, welcome. My higher self salutes you, I salute you. And wherever you're at in your awakening journey, in your ascension or soul's raising of vibration journey, today will be an opportunity to connect even more so than you ever have, showing you what is right within us, an inner energetic system. As we drop in more and more, we give thanks. Already we give thanks for this opportunity, as I give thanks for this opportunity to share with you the wisdom that I have had to, let's say, crawl through the trenches to gain, so that you all can have a more easeful path, a more empowered path. So join me more and more in dropping in as we give thanks to the divine realms that we're going to connect to today in the 2 hours we have together. We're going to journey at the end of the practices. We're going to take a journey up to these higher realms. So we give thanks now as we call down the Alpha and the Omega, the Mother and the Father principles, the two halves of the whole in the name of the one that we call God, multiversal source, universal intelligence, many names for this oneness. From this source, from this light that we all, as lights of that light, emanate from. We ask that that divine realm be more and more present with us as we ask it to pour into this sacred space, and for all of you to receive the benefits you're meant to in the highest good of all concerned. And as always, we call up the earthly realms, the terrestrial realms, so we can ground and root this work here in our earthly forms at a very pivotal time for this collective. We call up what many call the Gaia, spirit of Earth, Mother Earth, whatever you associate with it. It is a living, breathing entity, a greater cell from which we all not only live upon, we all interconnect and interrelate through even the quantum entanglement field, as scientists are discovering. So we call up now more and more of these earthly energies to ground this work as we receive both from below the earth and from above the sky and the heavenly realms. And feel around you now. I want you to start to really anchor in your intentions as we more intentionally consecrate this space, this work we're about to immerse ourselves in. I invite you to set your intention. Why are you here? What do you hope to gain, understand, reclaim? And as you feel into that, as you embody that, as you call that forth more and more, presencing into it, we call in the four directions known as the four elements. We call in from the east air, so we may have these greater visions and raise ourselves to the highest heights and soar wing to wing with great spirit. That is one intention for us today, certainly. To the west, the water within us, and this great flow of life May what we experience, learn, and integrate today serve us in flowing more as the leaders we are here to be. Behind us, the element of fire to the south, this powerful, sacred, transmutative power, the very essence of the alchemy we are going to undertake and learn about today. Because when we become one with our souls, this holy fire, this great light, it is truly a high vibrational force. And lastly, and certainly not least, to the element of earth. So we may have structure, groundedness, and also be able to bring this work forth. So we can help guide in more and more this unfolding paradigm. I want you to put your hands on your heart if they're not already there, on this last portion of the sacred invocation as we warm ourselves up to this work, to the sacred space, to this immersive experience together. Give thanks to yourself. Honor yourself for being here already, because the work begins before it begins, and we give thanks for it all. Welcome! Take a moment to savor, to relish in the fact that you are here now, that we can experience this together, this sacred work. What is a soul? Are you connected with yours? How do you experience it? What's your relationship to it? What's your experience with the higher realms? This notion of spirit guides, ascended masters, let's say. And this notion of ascension, right? So many of you may already know me. This Haas guy is all about bringing soul to leadership. A vow I took many years ago that led me here, and I support those like you joining already. Many of you on the Insight Timer community are visionary leaders, entrepreneurs, different levels of founders, change makers, and wherever you're at, I'm here to activate you, to show you how to make sense of your spiritual journey. And today is something it's my zone of genius. I have, like the magician in the tarot, I have a vast skill set, and it tends to converge on the soul and spiritual sciences and how you can use this information to really practically. It's not going to be theoretical. I'm not going to teach you in the traditional way you're going to be taught. I'm going to throw you in the deep end. We're going to go through. We've already opened the sacred space. We're going to learn some stuff. Sure, some theory, some soul and spiritual sciences. We're going to attune. We're going to dive into connecting to the higher self, strengthening the soul stream, this energy that literally is the masters and holy ones. You would see them with halos, right? That's what it would signify, this beam of energy. We're going to explain all that. And Hasi's back again. It's been a while since I've taken any of you on a journey. You could call it a shamanic journey, a sacred journey, an altered states of consciousness, inner work. You're going to get high on your own supply. It's this notion of, it is the hardware, it is the program, okay, from which we all source into the hardware through the software of the mind and heart. So the soul is a divine blueprint. Some people say it is what constructs our biofield. Some of the people, such as human design sciences, gene key sciences, which again, rooted in some really ancient traditions and ancient spiritual sciences, called it a hologenetic body, right? Hologenetic body. It's the program that interconnects through the mind and heart software. We're going to work through the mind with the first exercise. Now that we've opened sacred space, which was really our first exercise, this is really the second. I'll call it the first. And then we're going to talk about the heart and how to attune the heart. Manly P. Hall, a very powerful Freemason and occultist, and I call him a gray worker and soul brother, used to say that heaven is through the gate of the heart. Heaven can be found through the gate of the heart. So this software then interprets this program into the hardware. So this is the neurobiology. This is the cardiobiology. This is what we call neurosynaptic nervous system, CNS, CSF, spinal fluid. This all kundalini, all this stuff, right, happens all through these four systems. So the soul is really up here. It's the program. It's the hologenetic body. It connects us to the multiversal field, this non-localized intelligence. Okay, that the CIA for 50, 60 years has been studying the Russian intelligence. The Chinese did research, white papers on this, such as the super, what do they call them, the super kid studies. So We've known for a while now, humanity, for eons, that there is this greater reality, this greater source. And that source, okay, you can call it the multiversal intelligence. You can call it the origin of all things, God, the Alpha and the Omega combined, the oneness, the Mahatma. There's different names for it. What we come from, they say, is that light. So then what happens is we all stream down from these heavenly realms, from these celestial realms. We soul stream down, and then we connect to our biofield into a human body, right? And then we root down to the earthly or terrestrial realms, and then we incarnate here. Right? It's more or less the spiritual anatomy, how it develops, is we're actually gestated. In our mother's wombs, when we are born, we're born with 3 seeds that divinely gestate, that then become these 3 power centers. And you see this in the zygote. You see a central meridian, which is the central column, which the chakras sit in, which is also the spine. So you start to see a transposition, let's say a weaving of the as is up into the so is below. You can see the body reflects that. And it really starts to look like this when you zoom in. You start to see the soul, I've signified it as a star, starts to stream down the mind and heart. And then you start to see these 3 power centers known as the mind, signified by the third eye here, which sits in the center of our brain. We have the heart brain, the Heart Math Institute, and many other wonderful colleagues the last few decades have been leading the way on, understanding that this is a second gate. And then you'll see these, oh wait, these don't also they correlate to the chakras. Correct. That's another way of looking at it through the energetic prism. And then lastly, the power center. It's a little bit lower than I intended, so it's not in your groin, it's more over here. And wait, that's your gut brain. Okay? So God, source, intelligence weaves that into us. All right? And when we gestate, the soul is this energy membrane. The soul is this energy membrane that starts to interact with us, and then it really brings in this collective intelligence. So we're coded. It's circuitry. It's energy. You with me so far? It's coded, this infrastructure, and it's comprised of inner meridians, energy pathways that people such as acupuncturists, traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic, Vedic sciences, yogic sciences, okay? They all were basically translating this and intending for us to understand. So the question somebody asked already, where are we? We're here in the earthly realm. This is 3D, it's denser, it's carbon-based, it's form-based. So the higher realms are formless. So all this talk about your, chakras coming online, living in your light body, all this beautiful stuff is all about integrating these 4 systems. What we're going to do now is going to prepare our brain system, our mind system, our higher systems up here to actually attune to the divine mind and be more primed for this work. So you're going to trust me like you already have. Close your eyes. You can call it a guided meditation. Sure, my meditations are active. They tend to be very much embodied and very integrative and multi-layered. And simple at the same time. Closing your eyes, putting your hands on your heart and or chest torso area if you haven't already. Breathing through your nostrils. Exhale through your mouth if you'd like. Doing your best to maintain the breath only through the nose if you can. Using your diaphragm to inhale and expand your chest and lower abdomen. As you inhale and filling your diaphragm and exhale. Contracting the belly towards the spine. Doing your best to use your nostrils and use your diaphragm to open, center, and arrive in the here and now. Opening to what's happening in your mind, happening to and in your heart, whatever is present in your body and energy around you. Centering more and more with your hands on your chest to the breath and your torso in the here and now. And using your breath as an anchor more and more to arrive. As you open, center, and arrive with every inhale and exhale more and more to the here and now. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. I call all parts of me back to me here now. If you're an introvert, especially, everybody say the words. They're like commands, any affirmations I give you. I invite you to say them, especially if you're an introvert. Have the words come out of your mouth. I call all parts of me, feeling the words as you say them, anchoring with your intention. I call all parts of me back to me here now. Inhaling and exhaling more and more. Hands on heart or chest area, nostril breathing, diaphragm as the main pump. Opening, centering, and arriving. And on the next inhale and exhale cycle, I want you to draw all of your energy all the way up to the head, all the way to the center of the head. Continuing to breathe through your nostrils, using your diaphragm, continuing to open, center, and arrive, deepening your presence with every inhale and exhale, deepening your attention, focus, and presence. Arriving at the middle of the head, doing your best to continue to follow and allow the guidance to take you deeper and deeper, higher and higher. You arrive at the center of your head. I want you to do your best as if you're feeling and breathing and intending for your breath to both come through your chest and as if you're also breathing through the center of your head at this mind center. If you're new to any of this, it's okay. If you're advanced, even sometimes I struggle. Wherever you're at, continue to trust the guidance and do your best to arrive in the center of your head and breathe in and out through the middle of the head at this mind center. Breathing in and out through the mind center, I breathe and open my mind center with every inhale. I breathe into and open my mind center with every inhale. Literally feeling that command, saying that command, and doing and being with that command, and letting your breath come into your mind center and open your mind center more and more. If you're like me, I use visuals. Maybe it's like the moonroof opening, the top of your head opening when you say you open your mind. Or maybe it's like a flower blossoming or a gate opening, maybe like an energy orb opening. Whatever helps you, if that helps you to deepen the presencing, deepen your attention and awareness. The magic only works as far as you believe and you allow. So breathing into your mind, opening your mind with every inhale and exhale. And for a moment, with your eyes closed, grab one hand and put it on one side of your head, and grab your other hand and put it on the other side of your head. One hand on one hemisphere of your head, one on the other. It doesn't matter which. If you want to cross it, whatever instinctually happens. And allow your hands to further anchor you, deepen you into your head, into this mind center. And I want you to now feel, in addition, while you breathe, feel the left side of your brain as well as the right side of your brain as you continue to breathe in and out through the mind center, feeling more and more of the physical brain, both the left hemisphere with one hand on it and the right hemisphere with the other hand on it. Continuing to breathe, opening the mind, and now adding this notion of feeling, bringing awareness and attention deeper into both hemispheres. I connect with my left hemisphere and right hemisphere. Feel them as separate right now for a second. Feel one, breathe into it. Feel the other, breathe into it. And now say out loud, I harmonize both of my hemispheres. I harmonize both of my hemispheres. Don't have to understand. Say it. Allow the command to operate at the subconscious and higher consciousness levels. I harmonize my left and right hemispheres. There's no right or wrong way to say it as long as you intend for that to happen. Now feeling your hands coming together, merging, maybe crossing your fingers at the top of your head. Feel both hemispheres, both hands touching. Feeling both hemispheres in sync. Breathing in, feeling your whole brain sinking. Stepping into more and more with every inhale and exhale into the mind. More and more of a whole brain synchronization. That's what this is called scientifically. Breathing in and out. Feeling the right and left hemispheres as one in unison. The whole mind is one. On the next exhale, drop your hands back on your heart, keeping your awareness and focus back on the head, still up in the head, in the brain. Feeling the left and right hemispheres as one, your whole brain synchronized. More and more, your mind center opening, like a little satellite opening up more and more. And say out loud now as you inhale and exhale, I attune my mind to the greater mind or the divine mind. There's no right or wrong way. Say the command and intend like a satellite for your mind to beam up to the greater intelligence source, the mothership, let's call it. Kind of like a satellite would. Beep, 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 beep. Literally, I open my mind with every inhale and exhale and attune it to divine mind. Ancient Taoist masters used to call this blue sky mind. Literally connecting, having your brain sync up. Wherever you're at when you practice, trust and allow. Some people may feel physical sensations in their brain, like an expansion, like your head is filling up like a balloon. Some of you may feel nothing. Again, trust and allow. I open my mind to divine mind. I attune more and more with every inhale to divine mind. Breathing, feeling your whole brain synchronized. Feeling your hands on your chest, your body, feeling your head opening up, your physical brain and your mind center and intelligence field attuning more and more to the divine mind with every inhale and exhale. On the next inhale and exhale, taking a moment to open your eyes, saying out loud, I ground into the here and now. I maintain this state. I ground into the here and now. I maintain this state. There's no right or wrong. These are commands. I'll help you stay here now. Let me know how you're feeling. If you've never done anything like that, some of you may feel very lucid, almost like you've been hypnotized. To Lolita's question before we started it, what we did is we did both a neuroscientific practice that both harmonizes the mind, primes the mind, and then attunes and opens the mind to the work we're about to do. This is a mind attunement. It's very important because it's one of the software systems that has to be programmed and reconditioned, reprimed, reattuned, reactivated. That's why you see so many teachers talking about pineal gland activations and such things. All right, that's different ways of bringing the mind software back into alignment and attunement with the original, let's say, default settings. Who's with me? How are you feeling out there? That we can download, DL, we can download from, and then when we upload, we're ascending. We're frequency raising. And as our consciousness then expands, our perspective is elevated, and we bring in more light into our DNA. We're activated, our energy shifts, and our biophysical rewires. Our minds become more expansive, our hearts become more pure and more unconditional, and then our biophysical becomes more aligned. We're more at one when we're in the higher planes or attuned or living in 5D. That doesn't mean we disappear. Poof, spontaneous combustion, he's gone, folks. No, what's happening is we're going to live in this reality construct. We're going to bring heaven on earth. So this work is very important more than ever in understanding it, not from the theoretical or the esoteric, from an embodied level. Because what you're essentially tasked with is bringing heaven here now, which means tapping in through the body, which is what we're starting already with the mind. Then we're going to go to the heart and the higher self, the next practice. Then I'm going to show you how to do the top. And you're going to, by the end of today, take the journey with me. You're going to literally go up there, bring that energy down, and you close the gap. You become one. Heaven and earth become one. The biosuit brings in what they call light codes. You may have heard of that. Light language, light codes, DNA activations. All real stuff that's been talked about for eons, not new. It was talked about in the ancient times. It was talked about with the likes of John the Baptist and Jesus, Yeshua ben Yosef, which was the basis of gene keys. If you've heard of that, that's the 7 seals. That's Jesus and John the Baptist science. All right, which isn't really even their science. They're all batons that have been handed forward. Who's with me so far? So God, source, sitting at the top of that is the Godhead, is the multiversal intelligence. It's the emanation, the one light that then all other lights emanate from, which Rumi called, we are the lights of the light, capital L. So the guides, what are guides? Guides are higher dimensional beings. They hail from this non-physical realm. After a while of work, you raise in frequency, you become more pure, you can literally consciously leave your vessel, you become what's known as an ascended being, which is what those guides are. They're beings that have raised up already in vibration. They've already done the heavy lifting, and they've come back to help those of us that are still here in the great experiment known as Earth, which is now collectively raising back up. So it's a team effort. Why? Because if I'm all part of one, I can't leave you behind. Because if I leave you behind, I'm leaving myself behind. So everybody has to help everybody. That's why oftentimes for 4 or 5 years, one of my tag phrases is "Together we're rising." Right? So that is really all Ascension is. Ascension is bringing more light in, more of these higher frequencies in, allowing them to bathe in, integrate into the mind, rewire your nervous system, rewire your heart, rewire your body, and DNA. That's why now scientists are discovering the dark junk DNA isn't really junk, it's dormant. It's been turned off. It's been deactivated. And then when you activate it, all this light comes out of it. And some of you may have heard, I'll say this, and then let me know how this is landing before we do this next exercise. Some of you may have heard of hummingbird medicine. Hummingbirds are oftentimes a symbol of going up in frequency. Well, if you study the biology of hummingbirds, the neurocardiology, they have a very remarkable heart, and they pulse super freaking high rev energy. So the metabolic analogy of what God is telling us, and this archetype for eons that's been used by these indigenous traditions to tell us as an analogy that that's what this means, that we're going to be living in our light body, we'll be able to process and integrate more light, and that's what we all are living through right now. This great deconstruction is because solar flares are through the roof, more light is bombarding, and we're being tasked with absorbing, integrating, and implementing it. So tapping into your soul is not only mandatory, it's going to happen for all of you. This is going to make it more easeful, optimal, and maximal. Who's with me? How's this sounding? How's this landing? We're going to do the second practice and tap into our higher self, aka invoke our soul. I call it the higher self in this practice, and open our heart gateway, let's call it, and connect to this higher self, to the soul at a very real level in this plane. We're going to call it down to this level before we go up to its level. Who's with me? Closing your eyes. Getting comfortable. Good, Tanya, good. Closing your eyes, finish typing. Getting centered. Let's bring the soul down to us, shall we? Loud exhale through the mouth. Inhale and start to anchor, open, center to a breath that's through your nose, that's easeful, using your diaphragm, hands on heart, dropping into the body, calling all parts of you here now. I call parts of me back to me here now. I am present in my body. I am both here and preparing to be in the higher realms. Inhale, filling your diaphragm. Exhale, contracting your diaphragm, letting it all go, all the air out of your belly, out of your chest. Long exhale. Inhale, see if you can extend your exhale a bit longer than your inhale, either out of your mouth or through your nose. Don't force it. Do the best you can to maintain as natural as a breath while nudging it a bit with a longer exhale. It's a fine line, this breathwork dance. Hands on heart and chest, arriving more and more, exhaling a little bit longer than the inhale. I am fully present here now. Now drop, like we did in the first practice, drop into your heart more and more. My mind is in my heart, putting both your hands on your heart, rubbing your chest, and feeling all of your energy, all your presence, all your intention and attention in your heart. Literally, in the cavity, in your chest, in your physical heart, as well as the energetic region of the heart chamber. Breathing through your lungs and diaphragm, filling your heart and your heart chamber. Exhale longer than the inhale. I arrive in my heart more and more with every inhale. I arrive in my heart more and more with every inhale. Again, saying those commands out loud, allowing them to do their work and impact on the subconscious and higher consciousness levels. My mind and heart are one. With every inhale, I dive deeper and deeper into my heart. Maintaining the exhales and inhales at the heart region, more and more of your intention, attention, and focus and embodiment, presence, all of it in your heart chamber, front and back, top and bottom and sides, feeling the fullness of your heart, both the physical and the energetic chamber, all in the same region. Top part of your torso, front and back. I connect and open my heart with every inhale. Now, like we did with the mind on the first practice, opening the heart both front and back. Maybe that's like a lotus blossoming or like a window opening front and back. Whatever, or heart, literally energy expanding, whatever visual helps you, do your best to physically and energetically and literally and technically, all of the above, open your heart with every inhale and exhale. There's no right or wrong. Continue to trust the process and allow. Open my heart with every inhale and exhale. As you do that, feel your heart, sense your heart, see your heart, intend for your heart to open. And like a tuning fork, more and more with every inhale and exhale now as we deepen this, I want you to say out loud, with every inhale, I attune my heart to the divine heart. Don't have to understand what that means. Use the command and allow it to do its work. I attune my heart to divine heart. So inhale and exhale, opening your heart, both physical and the energetic, and feeling it like a tuning fork, attuning, much like we did with the mind, like a satellite or a tuning fork, beep, 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 attuning to this greater source of heart, greater heart, divine heart, whatever word resonates, allow it to tune into that energy field. Allow it to expand and attune. With every inhale and exhale, I open and attune my heart to the divine heart. Feel that energy beaming into your heart, breathing it in. On the next inhale and exhale, I want you to see yourself in your mind's eye, standing or sitting, wherever you're at now, see it inside with your eyes closed in your inner view, inner sight, your mind's eye. And out loud say, call forth my higher self, my soul, take form now in front of me. I call forth my higher self, my soul, take form in front of me. Wherever you're at in your practice, you're going to have different things happen as we dive deeper into this connection. Some of you may see it, some of you may sense it, some of you may feel it, hear it, some of you are nothing, some of you may be tingling. Whatever happens, allow, trust, continue feeling your energy in your chest, opening, attuning, seeing yourself standing before your higher self, your soul, more and more taking form. I call you forth, higher self, soul, whatever word you want to use. I call you forth. I invoke you now. Take form in front of me. Allowing that to happen, breathing, allowing whatever's happening in your mind's eye, whatever you're seeing, hearing, sensing, feeling. Allow, breathe, sit with it for a moment, adjust to this energy that's before you now, more and more. Feel your heart breathing, open, more expansive. And say, I choose to connect with you now, more and more. I choose to connect with you now, more and more. And whatever it's taken shape as, and if it's nothing, do your best to visually see it. Maybe it's a cloud of energy if it's not really visible as much as you'd like it to be. It's all good. There's no right or wrong. You're doing your best. And as you say, I choose to connect with you. See out of your heart growing like an umbilical cord or a flower blossoming, like a root taking shape, growing out of you with every inhale and exhale. This cord of light growing out of your heart towards this being that is a representation of your higher self, your soul, taking form here in this dimension. I choose to connect with you, breathing in, feeling this cord growing out towards its heart center, towards the center of its being. Feel it connecting with it more and more. Feel the cord connecting with its heart like a beam of light. And as you inhale, feel more energy streaming into it, giving more life force to this connection that you're either establishing or reestablishing, fortifying more and more with every inhale, beaming loving energy that's pouring down from the divine heart into your heart, pouring out into this cord towards this representation of your soul, your higher self that's emerged and appeared in front of you. Bathing light to it, feeling as you inhale and exhale, it then breathing and pulsing back towards you with this cord. Inhale, the beam going towards it. Exhale, feel your higher self, aka your soul, beaming back towards you. When you feel this cord is fully established and you really feel or sense, or it seems right, say, I am in connection. The connection is complete. Really take a moment to confirm the establishment of this cord, this energy pathway. I am ready to receive from you now, higher self, aka soul, whatever words resonate. I am ready to receive from you now. Maybe if it feels resonant, say, I choose to embrace you. Literally, bring it in for a hug as we wind down this portion, breathing in and out, feeling yourself, embracing your higher self as if you're breathing it into you now, breathing it, merging with it, allowing the energies to integrate into your mind, into your heart, breathing into your body and energy bodies, allowing your higher self and you to merge more and more, more and more. And on the next inhale, exhale, opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers and toes, coming back to this reality construct that we call here and now. This is the soul stream. It comes down from the last part of us before we go back to becoming a we. Okay, this is the last part of us when there's an I. It's different names for this chakra, the Godhead chakra, whatever you want to call it. You go all the way up and you birth. You stream down into your body. This is called the soul stream or the golden thread. And it connects to this thing above your head that then connects into your body through the crown and then through the pineal gland and the reticular activation system tied to your fourth eye, and all this magical stuff starts to happen. And then bada bing, bada boom. The soul or the body, the energy of the program beams into the mind, the heart, and the biophysical, and stuff happens. You with me? So opening this connection and strengthening it is traditionally done through the energy pathway of the crown chakra and the soul star. There's a beam up here. And as I said earlier, when you see these prophets, these avatars, and these mystics, these holy men and women with a halo, that is a representation of this beam. With practice, it becomes thicker. Size matters. Ladies and gentlemen. So you want to have a real girthy soul stream over time, and then you'll be holy because you become whole with your higher self. That's another way of looking at it, holistically. Right? To be a holy person means that you really have a wide connection. Now, that is the traditional opening of the connection and understanding of this energy system, right? The soul star beams down into the crown, into the third eye, fourth eye, and there's all this stuff inside the brain, fancy stuff. Within that software, it interplays with the heart, and bada bing, bada boom, all sorts of things happen. This is the main way. The other way is through the heart gateway. The way to heaven is through the heart. That is more advanced. It requires more clearing and healing. For instance, I have a heart garden activation on Insight Timer. It's not a very popular one because very few people want to do heart work these days because it tends to be grueling work. Most of my recordings tend to put you in the meat grinder to actually clear out what you need to clear out so you can do. So the heart is the other way. It's harder. Today, we're going to practice now this soul stream, strengthening this. And that's what, let's say, Tim Leary, Ram Dass, they were pioneers in the consciousness and plant medicine movement, right? They talk about tapping in, tuning in, dropping in, right? You're literally working with mechanisms, whether it be up here or through the heart mechanism, and there's different energetic systems that come online to tap in and attune. That's why we've done this in this order, method to the magic. We've attuned the mind, one of the software systems. We've attuned the mind. We've attuned the heart with this last exercise. And then we're going to beam it in even more now with this energy system. Okay, and that's how you get downloads. And I'll tell you where to go to find more information. Some of my YouTube videos are about this in this one playlist I've created. And that's how you unpack downloads. So anybody that talks to you about downloads, hey man, I got the best downloads. I was meditating, I got the best downloads, man. It was so freaking potent. Oh my God. I did ayahuasca and I got the craziest downloads. Oh my God, man. Well, that's what they're talking about. They're essentially talking about unpacking this higher dimensional energy that beams into us from this program, from these higher realms, whether it be through the soul or higher self, or through these ancillary team of guides, which we're going to meet after we do this practice on the journey. And then then it's a matter of unpacking it. Now, the unpacking it is an art, not a science. So we're going to actually go through the steps of strengthening the connection with your soul through the actual practic energetic gate of the soul stream. Okay, so close your eyes and everybody anchor to your body by putting your hands back on your chest and torso. Give it a little rub, will you, with your eyes closed. Say, this is me, I am safe. This is me, I am safe. Making sure that you're focusing on your breath, using your nostrils and your deeper diaphragm to inhale and exhale with your eyes closed. Anchoring more and more to your body, more and more to the here and now, more and more opening, centering and arriving to the breath, to the body, using the nostrils and the deeper diaphragm to inhale, more and more arriving here and now, more and more arriving here and now, more and more being here and now with every inhale and exhale. That's taking you back to the last practice. Go back there, whatever's happening, allow, bringing your awareness and attention more and more into your body. And now draw your focus, intention, and attention to the top of your head, to the very top of your head, deepening your breathing into longer exhales than inhales as you bring all of your focus, attention, and awareness. You maintain your breath, hands on torso, to the top of your head, visualizing yourself arriving, feeling yourself arriving more and more at the top of your head. Deeper and deeper you go, longer exhales than inhales, allowing yourself to be guided. Continue to do your best as you arrive at the top of your head, more and more with each inhale and exhale. Keeping your awareness and attention centered here at this energy center. Breathing in and out. And now say, I breathe into my crown center. Don't have to understand what that means. Say it out loud, especially you introverts out there. I breathe into my crown center. And with every inhale, I open my crown center. Breathing into this energy center at the top of your head. Inhale. Intend, focus, and will it to open with your breath. Feel and sense it opening. Maybe it's like a sunroof. Feeling and sensing and visualizing the top of your head opening like a gate. Inhale and exhale at this crown center, opening it with every inhale and exhale, doing your best, staying with it. There's no right or wrong. Your awareness deepens with every inhale and exhale. Feel this energy opening. And on the next exhale and inhale, draw your awareness above your head. Deepen your awareness and draw your awareness a bit above your head. Doesn't matter how far up, only a few inches above your head. And stop and pause there and notice if you can sense and feel and see a glowing emanating center there, known as the soul star. It's the start of this grid that plugs into your biofield, a little bit above your head, above your crown, feeling and doing your best to breathe into this center. It's going to feel a little weird because I'm asking you to breathe out of your body. I know for some of the beginners, it's okay. Do your best. Feel and connect with this soul star above your head, and inhale and exhale into it, feeling its glow emanating more and more. Then on the next exhale, feel the energy beaming down to the top of your head. Then on the next inhale, go back up from the crown to the soul star, creating an orbit or a pulse. Seeing a connection forming between the crown and the soul star center, like a beam of light that is pulsing with each breath. Feeling an inhale from the crown up to the soul star, exhale down. Known as the beginning of the soul stream. Feel into this connection, into this pulse, into this beam. If any thoughts, emotions, or heightened sensations arise, allow them to pass. Bring a smile to your face, accepting whatever is unfolding. Breathing, feeling the connection, the pulse of this beam of your soul stream between your crown and your soul star. Smile on your face, allowing whatever is happening, accepting what's unfolding, sitting in this stillness, hands on heart, focusing on breathing naturally, connecting between the soul star and the crown, allowing yourself to breathe with it a couple more times. And then say out loud as you open your eyes, I ground and integrate this connection. I ground and integrate this connection. I ground and integrate this connection. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, what have we done today? We're not done. Home stretch. Going to take you on a journey in a moment or two. We've opened a sacred space, the power of invocation. Set our intentions. We went into the mind, connected through the heart to the higher self. Now practice this soul stream, the actual energy mechanism, the gateway that pours into us, known as the golden thread by some spiritual scientists. We're going to go into this divine journey, this guided visualization, this quantum practice in a moment or so. Let me know how you're feeling. Again, the importance of doing this work has very, very practical and wide multidimensional benefits. Healing, mastery, clarity, insight, peak performance states, flow, creativity, imagination, extrasensory spiritual gifts coming online. And the more you grow these connections, the more you practice these muscles, such as the soul stream. As I said, that's like the halo that the masters had. The more you actually integrate and raise your frequency, okay? Which raises that metabolic rate that I spoke of with the hummingbird medicine. Get cozy, get comfortable, close your eyes, and join me in the inner realms. So let's close our eyes, coming to the mind, coming to the heart, coming to the body, coming to the energy bodies, with the hands on your chest and torso. One hand on heart right now, one hand on stomach. Separate your hands. One hand on heart, one hand on stomach. Opening your mind, opening your heart, opening your body, opening your energy body and spirit. Centering in your breath through your nostrils, allowing your diaphragm to expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Arriving more and more in the here and now, more and more in your inner landscape, opening, centering, and arriving. Allowing yourself to feel with every inhale and exhale an open mind, whatever that means to you and feels like to you, an open heart with every inhale and exhale, an open body with every inhale and exhale, and an open energy field with every inhale and exhale. And of course, as we prepare, open and center and arrive, we're about to go up, meet our divine self and guide and the celestial. Bring a smile to your face. Honor. While this may sacred work, it's also fun, holy work. Bring a smile to your face. Allow yourself to really open, center, and arrive in the here and now in your chest with your nostrils and your diaphragm. Breathing in and out, your breath anchoring you more and more, deepening more and more. One hand on heart, one hand on stomach. Open mind, open heart, open body, open energy systems. And on the next inhale and exhale, we're going to start a breath cycle or an orbit with our breath. And what that means is on the next inhale, you're going to breathe up from the hand on your stomach up to the hand on your heart. And then you're going to exhale from the hand on your heart down to the hand on your stomach. You're going to create an orbit with your breath, a cycle with your breath. Inhale up from the stomach to the heart. Exhale down from the hand on your heart to the hand on your stomach, almost like you've created a circle with your breath. Allowing your mind to deepen in your body more and more. Inhale up the left side from the hand on the stomach to the hand on your heart. Exhale down the right side, creating an orbit more and more, allowing your mind to slow, more embodiment and presence within. My mind, heart, and body are one. Allowing these affirmations to guide you more and more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale. Up from the hand on the stomach up to the heart. Exhale from the hand on the heart down to the hand on the stomach. More and more deepening with the breath cycle. My mind is slowing. My awareness is deepening with every inhale and exhale. And as you breathe, maintaining this orbit, inhale up, exhale down. Maintaining that breath cycle for the remainder of this journey. I want you to draw down as you breathe up the left. Draw down what's known as the sky grid. Doesn't matter if you don't know what that is. Feel energy being beamed down as you inhale, then exhale back down. Feel this energy of the celestial and the divine realms beaming into you from the top. Beaming into your mind, heart, body, and energies. Inhale up the left, exhale down the right, drawing down the divine grids. Feel this beaming of light coming down like a funnel into you from above, all the way through you, down into the earth. Inhale from the hand on your stomach up. Exhale down from the hand on your heart to your hand on your stomach, feeling this divine grid connecting into you now. And then likewise, now draw up the earth like another beam of light up into you. As you inhale up, feel the earth energies coming into you now like a funnel from below, beaming all the way up and out of you. Then exhale back down, continuing that breath cycle as you draw up the earth grid and draw down the divine grids, allowing yourself to be encased in a pillar of light, almost like those machines at the airport that you stand in, feeling yourself encased in light from above and below as you're breathing up the left. Inhale from your hand on your stomach to your hand on your heart. Exhale down from the hand on your heart to the hand on your stomach, and feeling these energies beaming into you from above and below, creating a complete pillar. Seeing yourself standing in the middle of this pillar of life, both light and life force. Allow it to bathe your mind as you breathe. Inhale up, exhale down. Allow it to bathe your heart. Inhale up, exhale down, maintaining that breath cycle, that cosmic orbit. allowing it to bathe into your biology, your cells and physical body. Inhale up, exhale down. Allowing it to bathe every aspect of your energy systems. Seeing yourself in this pillar of light, feeling yourself in this pillar of light, sensing and willing yourself and intending yourself more and more to be encased in this divine pillar of light. Setting your intention more and more that this be a practice that continues to guide you on your journey in the highest good of all concerned. Let this be a pure and natural guidance, more and more retroactively applied. And as you continue to breathe, inhale between one hand and the other, exhale down, continuing that breath cycle, seeing yourself encased in this pillar of light. I want you to see, feel, and sense yourself beginning to ascend upwards now as you deepen your breaths. See yourself beaming upwards more and more, as if this pillar is like an elevator beaming you and taking you up higher and higher with every inhale and exhale cycle. Breathing deeper and deeper, going lighter and lighter as you begin to ascend through this pillar of light, beaming upwards more and more, traveling upwards with each deep breath cycle between your hands on your heart and stomach as you travel and beam and are ascending higher and higher, more and more into these divine realms with every breath, going deeper and deeper. Feeling, seeing, and sensing yourself going higher and higher, lighter and lighter. Breathing deeper and deeper, feeling and seeing yourself going higher and higher, lighter and lighter. Allowing yourself to be transported, whatever is happening, allow, continue to trust the process, immersing, maintaining that breath. Breathing in and out, inhale up, exhale down, maintaining that breath cycle, feeling yourself ascending higher and higher until you see yourself arriving now more and more in the higher realms. Take a moment to see yourself standing in the higher realms in front of a multi-dimensional building, almost like a temple. Seeing yourself fully arriving, transported at the top of this beam, arriving at the higher realms, standing in front of this multi-dimensional temple. Look around you. What do you see? What colors do you sense? Are there any sounds or tones? Maybe there's subtle vibrations or sensations you feel. Take a moment to acclimate and integrate here. Inhale up the left, exhale down the right. Seeing yourself taking steps towards this multi-dimensional temple, walking in to the main hall as you breathe, as you assimilate, as you center here in this higher dimensional realm, in the main hall of this great multi-dimensional temple. And say out loud, I call forth and invoke my divine guide. I call forth and invoke my divine guide. See yourself standing in that great hall with your heart, maintaining your breath, doing your best to continue to trust and allow. Call forth your divine guide and see yourself being greeted more and more. Maybe a being is walking towards you. Maybe it's an energy. Maybe it's a sensation. Whatever is happening, allow. You invoke your intention more and more, whether it be healing, growth, insight. Allow yourself to meet with and connect with this divine guide. Inhale, exhale, assimilating and centering in front of this guide, meeting and connecting with it. An individual archetype of source here for you now, responding and answering your call. Ready to offer you divine guidance and answer your intention. Ask it now. What does your soul want you to see, that you're ready to see, and that you may be willing to act upon now? What does your soul want you to see, that you're ready to see, that you're ready to act upon now? Feel them in front of you and allow whatever is happening as you breathe. Whatever you're seeing, hearing, sensing, feeling, allow all of it. Maybe they're giving you energy. Maybe they're actually giving you colors, or maybe they're actually giving you a physical object or a relic. Maybe there's words or images. Whatever is happening, allow it to unfold. Breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. I'm both in my physical body and in the higher planes. Feeling yourself both here in the body as well as up there in your mind's eye, immersed more and more in these dimensions, more and more in the middle of this connection with this divine guide and this great sacred multi-dimensional temple. Breathing, receiving, allowing. Communicate with them if you need more. Ask and ye shall receive. Now is the time. What have you been waiting for? This is your permission slip. Breathing. Allowing whatever is happening, whatever your soul is ready and wants you to see or hear or sense that you're ready to experience, that you're ready to take action on. Continuing to breathe, and now see them taking you to a nearby hall right next door. And within this hall, see this really beautiful divine pool. This beautiful divine pool and this adjacent hall and this divine guide walking you in, showing you this pool that is not quite water. It's made of the highest light and sound, the purest vibrational energies. And they invite you to take a soak in this pool now, to integrate, to absorb even more of what you're asking for. So don't be shy. Take some steps into the water. Feel, see, sense, and hear yourself bathing, soaking in this divine pool of highest light and sound. And as you do, see yourself absorbing these energies into your mind, integrating them into your mind, into your nervous system, into your spinal column, into your thoughts and mindscape. Breathing, exhaling. Feel, sense, and intend for the energies to be absorbed and integrated into your heart, into your emotions, into your biochemistry. See this pool further supporting this as you wade in it. This guide supporting you as you dip deeper and deeper in this divine pool. Feel the energies absorbing in your biological, into your DNA, into your cells and organs and biosystems and the physical hardware. And also feel the energies integrating into your energy systems, your chakras, meridians, and pathways. Breathing, inhaling up the left from the hand on your stomach to the hand on your heart. Exhale down. Seeing yourself in this divine pool. Take another couple of deep breaths in it. Absorbing one last breath. And then step out of the pool. Walk with this guide back to that main hall. Thank them and embrace them. Give them a hug. And give thanks to not only this guide, the greater source that guides all of us, including this guide. Give thanks for all of what you're experiencing and integrating. Inhale and exhale. Giving thanks to this divine guide, bowing in gratitude to it and yourself. Looking around the temple one more time as you gently walk back out the temple gates. Walking out this temple gate and going back towards this beam of pillar of light. Seeing this pillar of light beaming downwards as you step into it. Inhaling and exhaling as you descend through this beaming pillar down like an elevator taking you back down lower and lower as you breathe towards the earth realm, back here to the current time space. You inhale and exhale, descending more and more through this pillar of light back to your body and your physical form. Inhale and exhale, feeling yourself descending more and more back down this beaming pillar of light, back into this physical body, allowing your mind to integrate with your inhale and exhale, allowing your heart to integrate with every inhale and exhale, allowing your body to integrate with every inhale and exhale, and allowing your energy bodies to integrate with every inhale and exhale. Saying out loud, I ground my energies in the here and now. I ground my energies in the here and now. I integrate in all my systems with ease. Allowing these commands to do their work as you take one more inhale and exhale, opening your eyes, coming back to the room, wiggling your fingers and toes. Saying one more time, I ground my energy in the here and now. I integrate into all of my systems easefully and optimally. Allowing that grounding and integration. If you have some water around you, maybe taking a sip. Take a moment to breathe in and out. Just take a moment to decompress. See how you're feeling. You've had a lot of releases. You've cried. All sorts of activations, energies coming in, yellow, magenta, etc. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to definitely want to go out after this, depending on where you're at in the world, lay in the grass if you can, ground yourself, take it easy the next few days, eat light. If you're still wobbly, take a salt bath to the extent you can. If you don't have a bathtub, at least soak your feet in salt that you've blessed, and take it easy.